Hello everyone. Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Okay,
afternoon, sir.
great.
Good
Uh,
afternoon, sir.
okay. Uh, I guess we have total 66 student strength, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Out of the 66, I'm finding 55 students have joined this session. Okay. Still, we'll wait for a couple of minutes and we'll start as today is our first lecture, right? So we'll wait for a couple of minutes and then we'll start with the syllabus. Okay, so we'll start. I hope 62 students have joined. Okay, so once again, good afternoon to everyone. I hope you know me, right? Is it? ओळखता का मला?
नाही.
Oh, uh, I think many of you have visited to facilitation center for the admission purpose, right?
Yes.
So yes,
Yes, sir.
I was the coordinator. I thought you remember. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
okay. Uh, so I'm Pankaj Gaikwad. I'm from computer department, and I have total 8 years of teaching experience. I published 8 journal paper in the various international conference as well as the journals. So for this year, I'm allotted to first year of engineering for the subject. Sorry, uh, for the programming subject, programming for problem solving. Okay, if you go through this syllabus structure, you will find here we have programming for problem solving subject, and the subject code is C124. Okay, so weekly we have 2 hours of lecture and again 2 practical sessions, and it has 25 marks of in semester examination and 50 marks 50 marks term work, and this 50 hash, this hash means we have external examination. Okay, we have to perform some practicals, and based on the practicals and the results, or you can say the observations. This observation word is familiar to you during your 12th standard, right? So what we perform, it will give certain result, and for those results, there are externals, those who are going to evaluate, and there is again like we have POE. POE, that means practical oral examination. We have to perform the practical as well as we have to give the oral examination. Okay, so totally we are having 125 marks subject, 50 mark external, 50 mark term work, and 25 marks for in semester examination. So this is what the syllabus structure of programming for problem solving. Is it clearly audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, yes, your roll numbers are also here. Good. Okay. Let me check whether recording is started. Yes, it is started. Okay, so we'll go through the syllabus. Yes, here it is. Okay, is screen is visible to all?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay, so for this, if you check for all the curriculum, for every subject, it has certain objective are set for the syllabus, and there are certain outcomes like the objectives are here to introduce the concept of algorithm. See, this, if you check with the syllabus, programming for problem solving. Okay, what do you understand with the programming word? Programming म्हणजे काय? Yes.
Coding.
Okay. अजून? Right. The programming is about like coding, debugging, execution, right, of the programs. And now, what is program? It is nothing but collection, or you can say the set of instructions, right? A group of instruction which execute one after the other. Okay. Then what is problem? What is problem? The next word. Problem is very simple. Some difficulties, or you can say some obstacles, or like the thrust areas. And next is what? Solving. We need to find some solution to these problems. Okay. So what we are going to look here, like if there are certain problem, how we are going to solve those problem through programs. Okay. And later on, those all collection of set of instructions or coding part or programs is nothing but it's an application, right? It's an application which you called it as a software, or like the Android application. Okay, whatever it may be. मग त्यालाच तुम्ही काय म्हणतात, एक तर वेब वेब पोर्टल और वेबसाइट्स, किंवा तुम्ही अँड्रॉइड प्रोग्रामिंग, किंवा तुम्ही परत काय म्हणणार स्टँड अलोन ॲप्लिकेशन्स. ओके, और लाईक युअर रन टाईम ॲप्लिकेशन्स. हे काय वेगवेगळे these are what different names, or you can say the types through which you can solve your problems. So we'll go through once we start this syllabus. But before this, there are certain objectives are set for this syllabus. So what are those objectives? The first objective is to introduce the concept of algorithm. See, for this programming, like for step instructions, we have to develop some sort of a logic. Logic in the sense, in your case, so how many of you know how to solve a puzzle? Yes? Maybe most of you know about it, how to solve the puzzle, right? Puzzle in the sense, you can say the color cube. Okay, if you change its dimension, so maybe you find like how to make all those colors into, just a minute. Sorry. Okay, so you will get to know with different combination, different rotations of that cube. At the end, you will come at like one color on one plane, right? This is what the problem is given to you to arrange the cube in a same color. All planes should be of that particular color, and you do some, you perform some logic, or you can say performs like some trial and errors. So these are what in our case in the part of this IT we call those as the logic. म्हणजे तुम्ही काय विचार करून तो चेंज केलं त्याचे मुवमेंट्स वगैरे, अँड देन ॲट द एंड इट विल बी लाईक द सेम कलर ऑन द इच प्लेन. ओके, so the this logic is come under this algorithms and the flowchart. How what are the next step after the others? So this is, we call it as a flowchart for solving the problems. The second thing is what? To introduce the fundamentals of structured programming. Okay, so we'll look one after the others, all those objectives. I will go one by one. So to formulate simple C programs using various control structures and loop structures. The next objective is to apply the concept of function and the pointers to solve the problems. See, now these are the like you can treat these as components: function, pointer, arrays, structures, union, file handling operations. Okay, so these are there for your syllabus. To apply the concept of arrays to solve the problems, to apply the concept of structure, union, and files to solve the problems. See, we have one problem, and this problem can be solved with function or pointers or use of arrays or structures or union or files. So before solving those problems, one should analyze which tool will be better for solving those problems. बरोबर ना? आपल्याकडे हे सगळे काय टूल्स आहेत, कुठले फंक्शन्स आहेत, पॉइंटर आहेत, देन अरे, स्ट्रक्चर, युनियन, फाइल्स, हे सगळे काय आहेत आपल्याकडे टूल्स. But which performs better at what condition? So for this we should know what are all those tools. मग त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला काय माहिती पाहिजे की हे टूल्स काय आहेत, बरोबर? So these tools are listed here, tools and their description is listed here in the syllabus. Now what will be the outcome? This outcome is what it is the you can say expectation from your guys, like at the end of this course, means after all the syllabus, when we declare that syllabus is completed 100%, you should be in the position to design the flowchart and algorithm for given problem. If I give you some problem statement, so you should be in the position to draw the flowchart or to write an algorithm for that problem, how to solve it. Okay, then next is translate the algorithms into C programs and test and execute it. What does it means? what you have written the steps in your words, like this will be the first step in the algorithm part, this will be the second, this will be the third, fourth. Now you have to through this programming use of different keywords and the structure syntax of the language, you have to write the program and you have to test. That means you need to check whether all the constraints म्हणजे कंडिशन्स त्या सगळ्या तुम्ही कन्सिडर केल्यात का प्रोग्राम लिहिताना अँड देन एक्झिक्यूट दॅट प्रोग्राम. ओके, सो दिस इज द केस. Then next is implement C programs by appropriate selection, control, and loop structures. Okay, these are what again the control statement for used in the programming language. Now, why control statements are required? So your program should not be go into the infinite loops. It should have some certain boundaries. Okay, initialization, termination condition, and then again increment or decrement in the logic part. Okay. Implement C program using functions and pointers. So definitely you will be in the position to implement those programs with arrays, structure unions, and with file applications. Develop small application using C programming language. Okay, so this will be the case study for you. Okay, म्हणजे हा syllabus झाल्यानंतर you should be in the position to write a program, or if I tell you like I want to build a library management system. मला काय करायचं आहे, लायब्ररी मॅनेजमेंट सिस्टीम तयार करायची आहे, बरोबर. सो व्हॉट इज देअर इन द लायब्ररी मॅनेजमेंट सिस्टीम, कोणी सांगू शकेल का? एनी गेसेस? I want to build a library management system. So what is there in the library management system? Any guesses? Hello.
Dates of issue and dates of return.
Okay, this is one part, dates of issue date and return date. Any other? अजून काय असू शकते?
Names of book.
Yes, book titles. अजून?
Name of borrower.
Yes, who is borrowing the book? Student.
Quantity of books.
Yes, how much quantity is available for that book? Yes. Any other?
Sorting system of book.
Register number.
Yes, book register number, correct. Any other?
Sorting system for books.
ओके, नाही सॉर्टिंग हे लायब्ररीत नाही होत ॲक्च्युली. सॉर्टिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर प्रोग्रामिंग. सो how you sort, like if the data is there in the Excel sheet, like there is a function to sort either in ascending or in descending order, right? Okay, this is one of the functionality that we can provide with program. Yes. Any other?
Arrangement of books with their classification.
Yes. See, what we need to do, we need the book details with your book barcode number, then book title, then who is the author of that book, right? So there is like most favorite authors are there, and like there are other authors are also there. But like for some of the syllabus, like if you are learning with database engineering, so ultimately the most famous author is Korth, Korth. So and there are other author like Sudarshan is there, and one more author is there. But if you ask for Korth author database engineering, so they are easily get retrieved. So author name again, it's an important entity. Then issue date, return date, then the details of borrower. Okay. then it will count the number of days, for how many days you have like possessed the book with you, and other part. Okay, so what at the end of this syllabus, what is expected, you can design this library management system. Not only library management, I took this for an example. You can try to design solve the different problems, as like I said, the library management, you can go with maintaining class attendance records, right? And if not only for the class attendance record, if there are other demands for the real-time application, as like ERP system, or you can say the shopkeeper's application. Okay, so through this we can try to implement it. Now we'll go through the actual curriculum of this subject. The first unit is fundamentals of computers and structure of a C program. Okay, now in the fundamentals of C program, computers. So how many of you know about CPU?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, since last 1 year, we are running only online, right? So, and for your admissions also, you have gone through this online process. So you must be aware about of computer system. It has a monitor, it has a keyboard, mouse, then CPU, then again, there are certain USB drivers for input and output, right? Like there are printers, uh, and a scanner. Okay, these are what peripherals related with your computer systems. Okay, so how it works, that we will also look. But with syllabus, like block diagram of computer with a description, then what is algorithm, then sequence selection, flowchart of a C program, how it executes, building block of C, then preprocessor, what is preprocessor directives, then compilation and execution of C programs. Uh, this is the marking scheme here in the ISC marks. So for how much marks the question will be asked on this block. Again, 3 marks question will be asked on this block. 2 mark question will be there for this block. Okay. The assessment mode will be, the question will be in the form of explain this part, explain flowchart of flowchart structure of C program, explain block building block of C programs in this way. Okay, and for this we have Bloom's level. You need to remember all this, like the explanation of all those points. Remember, and you need to understand how it works. Okay, then okay, I forgot here from 1.2. Okay. The next part of this is what the C character means, the character sets, keyword sets for this programming language C. Then tokens, constant variables, keywords, primitive data types, the operators like arithmetic, union, binary, ternary, logical assignment relation, increment and decrement, conditional, bitwise operators, size of operators. Okay. We will look into the syllabus, how and what are their functions. Okay. Operator precedence, expressions, typecasting, and type conversion, formatting inputs and output with these are result keywords. Okay, so used for like the keywords here mentioned, and these are some of the keywords out of this character set. Okay, so what are those, like get char, put char, then printing, and this is used for getting input, scanf. Storage, we have two different types. Okay, we have 10 minutes. Okay, so I will just go through this content. Okay, uh, so storage classes, it has two different types. One is atomic and register, static external storage classes. In the second unit, the control statement. Control, that means there are some like if control in your word like okay,
Niyantran.
right. For that, I am finding one example. Traffic, you can say. एक तुम्ही चौकात उभे आहेत बरोबर, there is a traffic signals. So there are different four ways are there, and every for like alternate some time duration it shows like whether to go right or right, left, or like the front side or like in the U-turn. Okay, so म्हणजे तुम्हाला कुठे जायचंय, इकडे जायचं असेल का तिकडे जायचंय का अजून कुठे जायचंय. सो दीज आर लाईक द कंडिशन्स आर देअर अँड फॉर टू हँडल दोज कंडिशन वी हॅव दिस कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट. मग यालाच काय म्हणतात, कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट ऑर लूप स्टेटमेंट्स. बरोबर. तर ते कुठले आहेत आपल्याकडे, इफ, सेकंड इज इफ एल्स, नेस्टेड इफ एल्स, else if ladder, we have while loop, then we have do while loop, त्याच्यानंतर for loop statements, then break, continue, go to statement, nested, all those. आता हे जे काय आपण बघितले if else, त्याच्यानंतर while loop, do while loop. So all those are nesting. परत त्याचं nesting in the sense one loop into the other loop. Okay. Switch case, I do I'm thinking like it is difficult to understand this virtually. म्हणजे आता हे तुम्हाला, because see, how many of you have gone through computer programming subject in the 12th?
होते सर.
होते ना?
हा.
Okay.
हाँ सर.
So maybe
No, sir.
no. Okay. That is what I guess. Some of you have gone through additional vocational subject as computer or IT, and maybe many of you have a regular subject. So those who are having the regular subject, I think you are finding it a little difficult to imagine how these control statements are there and other part, right? Is it correct? Yes. Are you finding it difficult or are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understanding.
It's totally different because we have geography
Yes, yes.
and as a
I'm not getting your voice clearly. Can you please repeat?
so it's totally different for us because we have geography as optional subject in math.
Oh, okay, okay. So, okay, now we have 5 minutes. I will just go through it. Okay, in the next lecture, I will try to demonstrate just as a demonstration purpose what is if loop, else loop, and other part. Okay, and other control statement. I will go through the virtual lab, one of our portal, right? So at least you can view it, and how to use it, how to create it, that we'll look into in the success of chapter, like one after the other. Barabar. Okay, we will do it into next lecture, definitely. Is it okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just now we will go through this part, unit number 3, arrays and, oh, okay, this is what I completed, unit 2. Unit 3, arrays and string. Okay, here we are going to learn about declaration and the initialization of one-dimensional arrays, accessing element and displaying these elements, like accessing with scan function and displaying with printf function, finding element from an array. So this is what the problem statement. मला एखाद्या सिक्वेन्स मधून मधलाच नंबर फाइंड आउट करायचा आहे, शेवटचा फाइंड आउट करायचा आहे, एक 7व्या पोझिशनचा फाइंड आउट करायचा आहे, 8व्या पोझिशनचा. ओके, likewise this is what the problem element, sorry, finding element from an array. Next is declaration and initialization of two-dimensional array. See, there are two different types of arrays mentioned. One is one-dimensional and other is two-dimensional. there are multi-dimensional arrays also. Okay, but for our syllabus, we are having 2 dimensionals, up to 2 dimensionals, accessing and displaying the elements. Then in the third subpart of this array and string, declaration and initialization of the string, display of string with different formats, string library functions. These are the different functions used in the string library. स्ट्रिंग लेंथ म्हणजे किती लेंथची ती स्ट्रिंग आहे. देन स्ट्रिंग कॉपी म्हणजे ती आपल्याला पूर्ण स्ट्रिंग, आता कसं मी हायलाईट केलं हे कॉपी करून मला दुसऱ्या फाईलमध्ये पेस्ट करायचं असेल तर. देन स्ट्रिंग कम्पॅरिझन. सी आता मला हा वर्ड मी आता जो हायलाईट केला आहे तो मला जर आधीच्या ह्या वर्ड बरोबर कम्पेअर करायचा असेल तर ओके, इट इज विथ स्ट्रिंग कम्पेअर फंक्शन. स्ट्रिंग कॅट इट इज फॉर कॉन्केटिनेशन. जर मला हे 2 शब्द, हे जे 2 स्ट्रिंग आहेत हे 2 मला जर जोडायचे असतील तर गेट दॅट मीन्स स्कॅन म्हणजे इनपुट घेण्यासाठी, इनपुट म्हणजे मला डिस्प्ले करायचे. ओके okay, what I will do, I will stop here. Can you please put your attendance into the chat box? See, we have only 3 minutes. Okay, as it's our first day, I will go through again the remaining contents from the syllabus, and definitely tomorrow I will show you or demonstrate what is if loop, else loop, and how it works. Okay, put your attendance into the chat box.
सर सी लँग्वेज आणि C++ लँग्वेज वेगळे वेगळे आहे ना?
हां, वेगवेगळे म्हणजे काय की सम ऑफ द कीवर्ड्स सिंपल भाषेमध्ये त्याच्यामध्ये थोडेसे फंक्शनॅलिटी जास्त ॲड केलेत C++ मध्ये.
आम्हाला 12वीला शिकवत.
ओके, गुड. सो यू मस्ट बी अवेअर ऑफ ऑल दोज पॉइंट्स. Okay, has everyone mark your roll number here? I guess all are present, 66, except me. I think one is absent only. Yes, roll number 22 is absent. 29. Okay, 22 is here. Okay, that means only 29 is absent. Yes, only 29, including me it's 66, right? 29 is absent. Okay, so for today we'll stop here. Okay.